catches you flush, it's good night. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good left hook. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Knock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You gotta ignore them. Get on with your job.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Jake Paul will have to go to the canvas. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
How about that time counter shot? Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Well, we've just... Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab not finding its target. Beautiful counter punch. Very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Tried to score with a jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't score with that uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's get it started in round 3. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. And it's exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Catch and shoot. Missing with that jab. Hogan is being thrown to the wind. You're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
Oh, that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, just really befuddles your opponent, because when they're out, they think you're out of range. Bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's on to the 4th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That hook just can't find the target. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That left hook missed. That was something, Rocky. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Oh, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, it's no secret who... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do. Whoa, wait a minute! Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats? The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Jab does not score. That counter shot lands. Missing with that right hook. That big hook doesn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's. Here we go in the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That hook just can't find the target. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Defense is not an option for these two. That jab doesn't find a home. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul. Round 7, here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Rocky Marciano, you have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the protect and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to so to actually outbalance the fight and beat them on points.
Just missed with that hook. Get out of the way of that right hook. Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. I'm the hero, but look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
We're about to witness history. The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
No rest for the weary. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Another win, another unit.